go. Every Wednesday about this time, we chop up some stories from the world of law. Jeremy Rosenthal is with us right now. Let's start with the J.P. Morgan Chase case where they're suing customers due to an ATM glitch. What's going on, Jeremy?
So now you know that you can take or you can deposit money right into your ATM. You're aware of this?
Oh, yeah. It's been able to do that for a long time, by the way.
I don't do that because I don't trust electricity, and I'm going to yell at a bunch of kids to get off my yard for Halloween. But you can deposit money in the ATM, and the policy is that you can withdraw from that check. You can draw a little bit of it, not all of it, right? And then once the check clears, you have access to all your funds. There was a TikTok phenomenon, viral, whatever you call it, this summer where people were getting the full amount. So what happened was TikTokers started showing themselves, their faces and their names, and saying, "Here, watch me write a check to myself for $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and look at this. It gave me the whole thing. Joke's on them. I don't have that much money," right? And they go off and they spend it. Well, that's probably theft. And some people, there was one guy I think in Houston who wrote a check for over $300,000, and they gave it all to him. So J.P. Morgan is suing these people, a lot of them, to try to recoup their money. Although the real thing that they're trying to do is to send the message, because when you're suing people like this, you can't get blood out of a turnip, right? So they're putting the message out there, and the TikTok world is responding by a lot of viral videos about people talking to lawyers and, "Hey, here's how much jail I get to do."
Yeah, and as they should. That's theft, Jeremy. I know you're aware of that. That's if you write a check and cash it with money you don't have. That's called robbery, isn't it?
It's theft for sure. I mean, and look, when I was a prosecutor, we prosecuted a lot of theft by checks, right? This was back when a lot of people would write checks to the Kroger or to the grocery store, right? They have Kroger in Memphis.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah.
I think that okay, good. Kroger's good. I think they're everywhere. But yeah, you write a check there, and the issue is, are you writing it on a closed account? How do we know that you know that this money was that you don't have the check in your account? There's a lot of people here who probably deposited checks that they thought were good. Now, if I'm writing a check to myself for $300,000 and they can see my work history that I make $22 an hour, I think I'm kind of hosed.
Yeah.
Oh, we just got a lady here in Memphis that opened a checking account with a fake $10,000 check. It's not unheard of.
And they took it?
Yeah, they took it, but now they want the money back.
She got busted. Yeah, she got busted, but she got the account open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move into Texas. Let's talk about the Texas prosecutors who say a man suspected in the killing of a coworker did it because she took long breaks.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy, everybody out there, when you're at work today and you're thinking about that extra cigarette, you're thinking about, whatever, just know that people are watching and potentially armed back at your place of work. Probably a mental health story. This guy was obsessed with her, had a really elaborate plot. I think they actually made him leave work before because he was obsessed with her, get counseling. It didn't work, and it's really unfortunate, but probably this place is going to get sued for mismanaging this guy because it's kind of foreseeable that he could do this.
Not providing a safe work environment. I mean, that's not really, you can't sue on that basis, can you?
It depends on what kind of notice that the employer had, right? If the employer is on notice that this guy has got a screw loose, that he's potentially dangerous, then yes. And you're right, that would take quite a bit of evidence to sort of do that. But in this is a good first year law school issue here. An intentional crime will typically sever somebody else's liability. In other words, if I'm a landlord and somebody breaks into the house in a way that I didn't know that I could even prevent, I'm off the hook for that. Now, it's a little more complicated than that, but generally speaking, that's going to take you off the hook.
All right, Jeremy Rosenthal, our weekly legal conversation. Appreciate you. As always, thank you, Jeremy.
All right, thank you.